Greetings, fellow Factioneers. This is the Bop.
And Obi-John.
Coming to you direct from the vault. Welcome to our first video where we review your love of Fallout in true Wastelander fashion. Today, we are going to look at 3 separate collections and have some fun commenting on them. Also, to show appreciation to everyone tuning in, I have a Fallout watch giveaway for one lucky Vault Dweller. This one's easy because all you have to do is like the video and be a new subscriber to our channel. I'll announce the winner in the description below in 1 week from today. Now, let's get down to the mole rat meat and Insta mashed potatoes and check out these awesome rooms from around the world. This first submission comes to us from Andre Pops Blue. There's a lot to unpack here, so we will get started right away.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Looks like we got a true believer here.
Well, I think sometimes you gotta believe, and this guy knows his stuff. We haven't even scratched the surface of this guy's collection yet with this photo.
I don't even know how some of this stuff existed, but I like all the Art Deco on the wall.
Yeah, it's really tasteful. I can't get over the dedication to all the variety of games we've had throughout the franchise. It's very orderly, and there's a collection. There's definitely some custom items like those Mentat containers behind the Vault Boy on that top shelf.
Yeah, the Red X pill bottle, the Sugar Bomb box, they all look like they're fan-made.
I agree. I'm a sucker for those real-world Vault Boy bobblehead perks he has, but maybe pick some furniture that isn't from 1903 for them, right?
Yeah, they could use a vintage retro-looking shelf with some game elements.
Totally agree. I've seen some things like that in Fallout groups on Facebook where they make their own.
Yep, as cool as this room is, he really could benefit from some decent period furniture to the games.
Yeah, that's true. It's a side point, but I thought that Nuka-Cola bottle was resting on his boots over there, and it's actually part of the poster.
I can't help you if you ain't wearing your glasses, the Bob.
Oh man, I know I'm blind as a bop. I wonder where you got that Slocum Joe's plushie.
Those were on the Bethesda website for like $9, I'm pretty sure, but they're out of stock.
Well, at that price, I could see why. I do like that Jangles Moon Monkey up there also.
You can still get those from Entertainment Earth for like $30.
Oh, okay. Can you do the show for me real quick so I can go order one?
No.
All right, man. Remind me after. But there's so much to comment on here, from the Mr. Handy down to the fire extinguisher on the floor.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Unless those are like open flames under Nuka-Cola bottles over there, I'm not sure. So anyway, we could go on forever, but there's more to see, so let's move on. Now, I might be straying from the theme of the show, but where does he get such wonderful toys?
And then we have a case of customitis.
Yeah, he may need to take some ibuprofen in to move these when he's ready.
The profit would be substantial. These look good.
I'd totally kick him down some cash for some of these. Now, about this wall of guns, the symmetry, the selection, the absolute uselessness if someone were to break in and steal it all.
Yeah, but I have to give him props, literally.
Yeah, I really love this, and I might have to at least steal this idea later. It could use a little tidying up around the couch, though, and possibly a wall socket cover, maybe.
That's what the fire extinguisher was for, I guess.
Facts, man. Well, if we strafe to the left of his mighty display of firepower, we see that a good arsenal is never complete without a bar.
Jeez, can anyone guess what his favorite beer is?
I don't know, I was more focused on his My Pet Monster for that splash of 80s nostalgia.
Sweet. But he does keep it all pretty clean.
Yep, nothing says clean like a can of Pledge front and center in your bar. That's some anti-dusk dedication right there.
Yeah. Are those House of a Thousand Corpses figures on the top shelf also?
Yeah, they totally are. How dare he mix Rob Zombie with Fallout? I guess that huge blue Minutemen flag that so eloquently matches the color of his beer makes up for the other interests.
Color coordination with your alcohol goes a long way.
No, seriously though, I dig his vibes. I think as a whole that this is a great collection, or slash infatuation.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Alright, so let's move on to our next submission. Alright, stacked high here we have our next submission from Jordan Buskirk. And I do like this, though not as impressive as the first collection.
Yeah, it looks like he just has a dedicated shelf for Fallout items, and the rest of his room is probably home for other passions.
Well, unfortunately we didn't get enough photos to either deny or confirm that, but I would tend to agree with that. So let's take it from the top. So it looks like he has the Pip-Boy 2000 Mark VI, which was the pre-war model update to the 2000 made by Robco.
Yeah, aren't those the Mega Merge figures in the front of the box?
Right you are, sir. I used to have every series of these ones, but I was more interested in a 6-inch collection that we never got.
Well, maybe when the TV series comes out, it'll give them more of a reason to make them.
Yeah, I'll take any catalyst I can get for a franchise character line. I like these items here, but not so sure on his arrangement.
Yeah, needs some pizzazz.
So, on to the second shelf. I kind of dig this with the little figures up front from the chess set, and what I think is the official Fallout board game.
Don't you own that plasma pistol?
I do. I got mine at GameStop on clearance for like $20.
Well, it helps when you know the manager and she's a bit sweet on you.
What if she's watching this?
Guess you just have to come clean, Bob.
And to that I say Nunca Cola. But anyway, it's a simple but effective shelf. Moving on to shelf 3.
I pretty much like anything Vault Boy themed.
This might be my favorite shelf. It has just enough diversity to make it pop.
I like the tiers and that everything is visible. It's a real iconic looking display.
It's like a Vault Boy sampler. Even the cups are diverse, from glass to plastic to ceramic. Well done. So our final shelf feels a bit cluttered, and the main eye catcher is of course the T60 Nuka helmet, but I'm not liking its placement.
I think you put the nail in the coffin in regards of it being too much.
Yeah, it really needs more space, or maybe just a few things removed and revisited. So on to our last submission from Nuka Carl, and it's most impressive.
Hey, no Star Wars reference. It's Nuka time, baby.
You always get me. I love how you're always here to keep me focused like a father figure.
Trust your feelings, Bop. You know it to be true.
If you were my dad, I probably would have jumped. But in all seriousness, on to our critique here. First word that comes to mind is organized.
My first word would be lighting.
Yeah, it does look like he used a yellow filter or something for every shot, but if we zoom in on the right, we can see some pretty good arrangement in pieces.
I like the Grognak comic in frame.
Yep, that's a standout piece for sure. It looks so good with the aged wooden frame. Just under that middle shelf, he's got the T51 Nuka Power Armor USB 4 port hub from GameStop. It's an exclusive, but I've never seen that white one next to it.
Yeah, he must have bought two and made one a custom.
You might be right. I'm not sure on that, but they both look real good.
He even has a Geeky Tiki set at the bottom.
Righto, he does. They make those things for like every pop culture thing out there nowadays.
Yeah, I've seen them for Beetlejuice, Scooby-Doo, Star Wars.
Yeah, I think they even have one for the old 80s breakfast cereal cups like Boo Berry, Count Chocula that is, Frankenberry, and the Yummy Mummy.
And you're missing a Fruit Brute.
Oh yeah, that's right, I remember, but he was the werewolf, right?
Yep.
Cool. Man, those are nostalgic. He's off to a great start here on the right, so let's move on to the next photo. Another cool setup here, but what do you think about the Quantum Bear sitting there front and center?
It was a junk item from Fallout 76, and I'd say it's a bit junky looking here.
Yeah, I totally agree. The color palette doesn't quite match the rest of his layout.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't match with that yellow hue.
Huh, facts. I wonder if that's sunlight or if it's room lighting causing that. Inquiring minds. But again, what he does right is the layering of items large and small. Everything looks really aesthetically pleasing.
The row of lunchboxes on the riser fills in that gap that would have been there and would have been too much empty space.
Yeah, I definitely concur with that. This is really well thought out. I'd be proud to have a display like this. Bravo so far, sir. For this third and final photo, this is really the money shot. I think this looks Nuka Cherry.
Totally agree, Bob. This spans a lot of Fallout lore, and in just one section.
Yeah, I love the Pop Vinyl collection on top of the Vault Boy collection, and the friggin' Liberty Prime statue is sick. I used to own that.
He makes excellent use of the space here without making it look cluttered.
It's really killer. If you notice, he goes from larger on the sides to medium-sized or smaller objects in the middle. It really creates a dynamic and a uniform-looking setup.
His collection is the bomb.
Or at least the mini nuke, right? Speaking of, if you pop the lid off of that nuke on the right, it has all of the Fallout games up to 3 Game of the Year edition, I believe on PC, and also makes a nuclear blast sound when you push that yellow button.
That's awesome.
No, you're awesome, Obi-John, but with that, let's end this episode and get back to the meat and potatoes we came for. Don't forget, if you're a new subscriber to our channel, hit that like button and stay tuned for the announcement of our winner in 1 week from the post of this video. I'll put the winner's name in the description on that day. Also, if you would like to send in your submissions, you can share your picks with me to g1toys2014@gmail.com. Don't be a mysterious stranger. Show us what you got. On that note, we would like to say thank you kindly for tuning in, and remember, if you send it, we will come. Cheers.